Leaked draft of Trump Executive Order to censor the Internet denounced as dangerous, unconstitutional edict. In practice, this executive order would mean that whichever political party is in power could dictate what speech is allowed on the Internet.
Here's a summary of the article.
Civil liberties groups are warning of a major threat to online freedoms and First Amendment rights if a leaked draft of a Trump administration edict, dubbed by critics as a censor the Internet executive order that would give powerful federal agencies far-reaching powers to pick and choose which kind of Internet material is and is not acceptable, is allowed to go into effect. According to CNN, which obtained a copy of the draft, the new rule calls for the FCC to develop new regulations clarifying how and when the law protects social media websites when they decide to remove or suppress content on their platforms. Although still in its early stages and subject to change, the Trump administration's draft order also calls for the Federal Trade Commission to take those new policies into account when it investigates or files lawsuits against misbehaving companies. The White House just leaked a draft executive order that would give the government the power to censor the Internet. PEN America, which defends the free expression for writers, journalists, and others, warned that any executive order based on this draft rule would be an unconstitutional, anti-American edict. The leaked documents show that the Trump administration is drafting an executive order that, if upheld by the courts, could essentially end free speech on the Internet. These leaks about a potential executive order from the White House are troubling on many levels, from the order's potential to violate the First Amendment, to its apparent disregard for the independence of agencies like the FCC and the FTC, to its intent to unilaterally limit Section 230, which promotes moderated online communities free of hate speech and misinformation, said Chris Lewis, president and CEO of Public Knowledge. If these reports are true, this executive order serves as a direct order to the FCC that, if left unchallenged, could threaten the independence of these agencies altogether.
This post received a score of 85,480, with an upvote ratio of 84%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Where is this leaked draft? I would like to read it.
I'd like to see this as well. I don't doubt that this is happening, but every source link I click just takes me down a rabbit hole of other sites with similar articles.
Modern-day journalism, baby. Shit's cancer.
Beware he who would deny you access to information, for in his heart, he dreams himself your master.
It's kind of incredible how prescient that game was.
What game for the uninformed?
Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. It's Civilization but on an alien world. That game has to be 15+ years old, I still play it. The quotes that play when you research new techs are profound. Ninja Edit, the full quote is,
"Evil lurks in the datalinks, the Internet, as it lurked in the streets of yesteryear. But it was never the streets that were evil."
Surprising wisdom from Sister Miriam, who was always quickest to declare war on me.
Reminder, the head of the FCC is a political appointee. Chosen by Trump.
And he is a giant tool.
Is this when we say fuck Ajit Pai?
If you so please.
Fuck Ajit Pai, sold us out for less than $100K. Billions would be hard to say no to, but $100K. Shit bro.
They mainly get the money after political positions, laundered through exorbitantly paid lobbyist jobs.
Fuck Ajit Pai. Now excuse me while I go figure out who the fuck this motherfucker is to determine how bad he fucked us so I know exactly how much to fuck this motherfucker in return.
He's the guy who ended net neutrality in the US.
Geez, fuck that fucker so bad. How can anyone who isn't directly profiting from this support that?
So basically Trump wants to be able to do what China, Russia and North Korea do. Wow, never saw this coming.
I mean, this is the same president of the United States who applauded China's president as being for life, and outright said he'd like to try that.
He's sucked up to practically every dictator he's ever met.
Remember when it was a huge controversy that Obama bowed?
I remember when they went on a whiny rampage on Fox News because Obama saluted a U.S. Marine with a coffee cup in his hand. I don't remember them saying much about Trump saluting a North Korean general, you know, that country that's always threatening the U.S. with nuclear hellfire. Surely the President of the United States should be saluting their military to show them that we're not going to take their shit, or something. I'll bet $1,000 that Marine gave zero fucks about the coffee cup too.
I'll bet $1,000 that Obama respected the guy as a fellow human too.
Question: was Obama out in public when he had the coffee cup, or was this in the White House? I ask because what exactly is he supposed to do in the former scenario? Drop the coffee cup?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.